Hey, I'm Jay from the Kubz Scouts. Welcome back to another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. We are about to jump into the case of the samurai again. I have no idea who committed this crime, but we're about to find out right now. If you guys are cool with that and you're down with that, everybody get ready and buckle up, because here we go.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder.
Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
I wonder if it'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or the director. Alright, this should be good, guys. Will the witness state his name and profession?
How rude could you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I make the Still Samurai, noob, Rumble. This is Salmonella. I'm a director, television.
Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day.
Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right, she doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. Okay, guys. First witness testimony. Lock in!
I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing, an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it.
The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. I already know what I want to question. He said something like, that's what we're going to question. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. Okay, that's good. During the morning, I was doing, an action scene run-through. Alright, guys, hold it! In the employee area?
That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate.
Was anyone else at the run-through?
Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it.
She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else?
Nope, just us 4.
Took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. Do we hold that, guys? I think we do. Hold it! What exactly did they have for lunch?
T-bone steak. The assistant cooked some up.
Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning that the witness did not eat with them.
But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4.
During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. I don't know about that. You didn't take a single break?
Well, yeah, not a one.
What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. I'll wait for one to come up and hit him with it later. Phoenix, if his alibi holds, Powers is finished. Press him as hard as you can and find out where he's lying. Right, I'm trying! I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning, okay, we did that. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. How long? Why did it go on so long?
I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this. But WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see?
Oh, right, thus the limp.
Which, of course, led to me missing my lunch. Roofs!
Ross, rolling on the floor, starving? Okay, so he said he ended up skipping lunch. What did he do? So, in the end, you didn't get to eat?
Yeah, no steak at least. Could you believe it?
That must have been tough. Phoenix, yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? Not at all. It's a little vague. It's contradictory. It is, because there was actually more plates of food than he's saying there were, right? Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manila!
Huh? What do you want?
When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the one in the employee area. Who ate lunch there?
No, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat, after all.
T-bone steak, you mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later.
Clearly a man who likes to eat. I'd suspected as much. So, when exactly did you eat?
We took 1 break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then.
He said they took no breaks! Ah, caught him in another lie. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. Okay, we were in the meeting until around 4. Hold it! What were you discussing?
The Steel Samurai story and our budget. Get this, the sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it?
Actually, I kind of can. So, nobody left the table during the whole meeting?
During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs.
Okay, here we go. Wind it up and hold it! You didn't take a single break?
Well, yeah, not one.
What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Dude, you knew that he took a break. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Press harder and harder. Wait a second! Mr. Manila, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Oops! Well?
Mr. Manila, what's this all about?
Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break.
Phoenix, great job. Yes, air high five. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break.
Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please.
Uh-oh, Edgeworth is laughing. Witness testimony number 2. Lock it. We're gonna cross-examine everything. We took a break. Okay, hold it. What time exactly did you take this break?
I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45.
2:30? That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible, time-wise.
But it was only 15 minutes. 15, that's only 13 in base 12.
Press further. What were you doing for those 15 minutes?
Eating my T-bone steak. What else?
There were 2 plates on that table.
Oh, right. The other was Diva's. Sorry, D. Vasquez's plate.
D. Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that's quite a feat.
Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1, lol.
Press that! Why is that?
Objection!
Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you weren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1.
Well, Mr. Wright?
Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer.
Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1?
Yeah, I think they did. I claim it and claim it loud. If I agree to let everyone in that trailer off the hook, then the trial is over. Mr. Powers will be found guilty for sure. The victim was murdered at 2:30, the exact time of the break-in in the meeting. With those 15 minutes, murder certainly is a possibility.
I suppose you might say that.
All right, I've got the judge thinking now. Never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright. What's your point, Edgeworth? You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record. The court record? Surely you knew that from 2:15 to 4, the path between the studios was blocked? Mrs. Monkey's head had fallen across the path. Whoa! You're right! True, the break-in in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way! It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him.
No counter-argument, Mr. Wright. And I'm afraid you lose this round.
I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over? Wait. Over what?
Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it's also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, then I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty.
Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness.
Who? Who is this witness? Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth?
My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim.
Calm down, bowl cuts! Order! I will have order! I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that was supposed to happen. Okay, defendant lobby number 1. Guys, we are screwed! What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kind of seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. For the kids? No, for the firemen. October 19, District Court, you know where we are.
People, calm down. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. I love that. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on?
Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do.
There we go. And he still has the freaking camera in his hands? Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness!
What? Just because you're all grown up, don't mean you can push me around.
Cody? Answer his question, okay?
Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade.
2nd grade with a samurai sword? God damn, what are they teaching these kids? I get the feeling this is gonna be a long, long day.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle.
Witness! I mean, Cody. He's having trouble with the gentle thing. You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the incident?
You got a problem with that?
Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there?
Just, Mr. Edgeworth, what? People are talking so much. A very long day.
Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom.
Ugh. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission, if that's possible.
Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid? Are you lost? Did I say are you lost? I meant and you lost. Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. But I bring it with me wherever I go.
Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make a note of that in the court record. Cody's camera added to the court record. A new digital camera. Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it.
Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident.
Okay, you guys have a left and right eye, guys, right? Lock in.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way, though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child.
This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly.
Wait, didn't he come in through the drain? Why did he say he didn't come in? Alright, let's do this, guys. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way, though, for about 30 minutes. Hold it! You got lost in the woods?
Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, I was relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai.
The Steel Samurai?
Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened the gate and went inside.
I see. What then?
It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow!
What happened to the bad guy?
Huh? Well, he kind of didn't move. Not a bit. Like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor.
Yeah, I suppose he was.
If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Hold it! Don't you always have your camera?
If you had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then?
No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time.
Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home. Phoenix, remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal.
What am I missing? I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods, off the path, so that old lady wouldn't catch me. Let's hold that. Off the path?
Yeah, you know how the studios are in the valley there? If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was.
I see. Anyhow, wait. Could the killer have gone through the woods and left that way? Right? I was going for the studio. Got kind of lost on the way, though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was a Steel Samurai. There you go. If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Okay, well, we have the scrapbook of all the Steel Samurai pictures, so wind it up, guys, and objection! The witness's statement is clearly faulty. No! That's what he says whenever I don't have the right answer. What? I don't get it. That had to have been it. Okay, how about we present his camera right now? Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right?
Mr. Wright, a word with you.
Uh-oh, was I putting the pressure on too much?
What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about?
It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that?
I see.
Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? No, don't object my objection, Edward! Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody?
Well, what? Yeah, so I have my camera. So what? You got a problem with that?
Yes, discuss his lies. Discuss his little kid lies.
So, did you have a camera? And did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching.
Watching your bald ass head. Alright, another witness testimony. Lock in.
Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong, the Steel Samurai rules. Is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
I don't even know what to say here. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight?
Yeah, of course.
You didn't turn away, not even once?
No.
Okay, then tell us exactly what happened.
Yeah, I'm getting to that.
The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham. So the bad guy attacked him first?
Yeah.
What sort of person was this bad guy?
I told you, a person. He was a person.
How was he dressed?
I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai.
I see. And what happened next?
Then the bad guy stopped moving. Hold it!
Why?
Huh? What do you mean, why?
Why wasn't the bad guy moving?
Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice.
And how exactly did he do that?
How did he do it? With a samurai kick, and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap. Something like that.
He's still being vague about this.
What? Don't give me that look, Pops.
How should I play this? Wait and see what happens? Press him harder. No, we're gonna press him harder. I don't care if he's a little kid. Cody.
What?
Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action.
Yeah? So what?
Yet you missed the most important part.
Objection!
What is the meaning of this? The witness had stated what he saw quite clearly.
Objection!
Yeah, object that objection! Let's get it! You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? Ugh. My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow!
Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital?
Well, that's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you. You can figure this out.
Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight?
He couldn't watch it. He was watching something else. Show evidence. Show evidence? What do you mean? I don't know if there's evidence. Okay, hold on. Hold on, guys. I gotta think. Why couldn't he watch it? I think we're gonna eliminate that possibility. What else was he watching? He was watching something else? What could he have been watching? Old bag saggy tatas? I have no idea. I'm gonna see if I can show some evidence. Your Honor, I have evidence.
Evidence?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why did Cody look away from the fight?
Why did Cody look away from the fight? What the heck? I have no idea! It can't be the monkey head because the monkey head fell at around 2:15 and the time of murder was 2:30. So he wouldn't have like heard a crash and then seen it because that was 15 minutes prior. It's not the camera, it's gotta be the scrapbook. It's gotta be Path to Glory. Okay, we're gonna present that! Here's my proof.
Proof? Can I do that again?
This doesn't prove anything. Ha! Lost your nerve, have you?
Very well, I'll ask you the question again. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight?
Alright, if it's not the scrapbook, then it's gotta be the camera. Here's my proof.
What's that? The camera?
The witness stated that he recently received this camera.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
He wasn't entirely familiar with this operation.
I'm aware of that too. Ah!
Correct! Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at that critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera! He was trying to take a picture!
Hey!
Bullseye!
What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids?
Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Yeah, because he has that scrapbook. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So, you missed the climax of the fight, correct?
Yeah.
Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right, Mia means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more.
Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight?
Welcome to the real world, kid. Yeah, you little snot-nosed little weasel kid.
Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yup.
I don't believe that. You have a freaking scrapbook. He has a scrapbook!
Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright?
I'm not sure. But I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Okay, guys, you don't need to lock in because I'm already locked in. I already know what to do. My butt cheeks are clenched. Okay, where was it? It wasn't that one. It wasn't that one, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it? That's all that happened. Yup. Okay, let's press that. That's all?
Yeah! I told you I didn't take a picture!
I would have once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Press him hard. Let it slide? No, we pressing him hard! Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody! Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture!
Hey!
Bullseye!
How did you know?
I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers.
Wow!
This feels great.
Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this, Cody? I took a few shots, but it was too late. I erased them.
No, you didn't, because you have a scrapbook right here.
Objection!
Cody!
What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad.
I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day.
Huh? Oh, right.
What was it you told me then?
I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Plus, I'm a little bitch boy.
Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album?
Ah! Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album?
It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won.
I see.
Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day?
Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album.
Exactly my point, Your Honor. What? No, wait. No way. Phoenix? I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually? Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took?
The photos were blurry. He erased them by mistake. The Steel Samurai didn't win. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos.
You mean the Steel Samurai lost?
Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai.
No way! No! It's impossible! The Steel Samurai never loses! He never loses to anyone, ever!
Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take the picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth! Yes, discuss how he can't handle the truth.
I will have... Witness, I mean Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw.
Cody, that day, you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet, according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell.
Mr. Wright, what's going on?
Apparently, we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? Hammer was the victim, Steel Samurai was the victim, there was no victim. Steel Samurai was the victim. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai.
So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying that this man in the costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer?
That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Power's foot injury.
But wait! Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to the Studio 1 already?
That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony?
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him go to Studio 1. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume.
But why would the victim do such a thing?
I don't know.
I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange. So it was a different person inside the suit. Pops!
Huh? Me? What?
Actually, there was one piece of data I saved.
Data?
Yeah, a photo on my digital camera.
What? Show us, quick!
No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that. Now! Here. This is it.
I don't get it.
Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright?
I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence.
I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back.
Wait, Phoenix. Mia? What? Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please?
Certainly. I don't see why not.
Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. Okay, I gotta look really hard. Find the inconsistency in the photo. What the heck? What the hell are you talking about? Oh, the spear! It's different! I think it's here.
You seem to be lacking even more confidence than usual.
I suppose that's because I'm not confident about it at all.
Maybe you want to rethink your case, Mr. Wright?
Yes, please, Your Honor. Okay, I was just messing around there. I don't even know what's going on. Okay. Studio 2. Studio 2, right? Your Honor, look at this.
I see. A gate?
Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate?
The number? Yes, well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2.
Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct?
Oh!
I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at.
But that's impossible.
Huh? Eh? What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court.
I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place. Studio 2. Studio 2. Here, at Studio 2.
I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo.
Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The trailer is there, the path was blocked, no one is filming there. The path was blocked, no, the trailer was there. As you may recall, there's a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. The path to the trailer was blocked.
So we have heard.
The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time.
Yes, I suppose that would be the case.
Remember Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime. Studio 2! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Miss Oldbag, saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole the Steel Samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness! Jack Hammer is the victim! The victim! Why would he steal a Steel Samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jackhammer, stole the costume. I have proof. I don't have proof. I don't think I have proof. Right? I don't have proof. Oh, wait. Sleeping pills. Yeah, I have sleeping pills. Right? I have proof. You do?
You do, Mr. Wright?
Not that they're so surprised. Suddenly, I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Mr. Jackhammer stole the costume. The sleeping pill bottle. Come on. This is it.
An empty medicine bottle?
I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills.
Sleeping pills?
The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer.
Wait a moment. That bottle just raised some suspicions, yes? But there was no proof that Mr. Hammer used it.
Your Honor, I have an idea. Test Powers' blood, fingerprint the bottle, examine Hammer's body. Test Powers' blood.
An idea? Continue.
Run a test of Powers' blood. You should find traces of the sleeping pills. This much time after the day of the murder? Even if there were traces, it still proves nothing. No blood test could tell that Hammer was the one who drugged him, Mr. Wright? He's right. Darn, that didn't work. Time to try another idea. The fingerprints. Yeah, fingerprint the bottle.
An idea? Very well, let's hear it.
I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle.
Duh.
I suppose you're right. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle.
Empty bottle given to the judge. That's what I'm talking about.
This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hacken's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we had previously thought. The steel samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did not have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume? Also, who killed him, and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow.
That's a lot of homework.
Mr. Edgeworth? You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers.
As you say, Your Honor.
This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension.
What are you discussing? What are you talking about?
Very well. Court is adjourned.
What were those people in the jury talking about? What were you possibly discussing? Whew. That was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too.
Really? You both seem so confident.
Ha! Maybe I should take up a career in acting? I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too.
Dead?
Ho, of course we're kidding.
Are you sure?
I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial.
Right, thanks.
Wow, that was a crazy-ass episode. Oh, there were so many things that we had to figure out. Wow. Alright, guys. Well, that trial just ended. We gotta figure out what really happened. If you want to see that as soon as possible, make sure you guys give this video one big fat like. And tell a friend today that Jay from the Cub Scouts is that dude!